Hi friends! Today I'm sharing how I grew long sponge gourd in 5 containers, using soil that had already grown kangkong and bok choy. With the right soil preparation and care, I harvested 5 times from each container. Let's see how I did it. After harvesting kangkong and bok choy, I reused the same soil. The first step was cleaning out all the old roots. This is important because old roots can attract pests, carry diseases, and block new roots from growing freely. By removing them, we give the sponge gourd fresh, healthy soil to grow strong and fast. I use a container that is 65 centimeters long, 42 centimeters wide, and 17 centimeters deep. That's about 25 inches long, 16 inches wide, and 6.7 inches deep. Once the roots were cleared, I added chopped kitchen waste like vegetable peels and fruit scraps. These slowly break down into natural fertilizer, returning nutrients to the soil. Watered the soil lightly, then left it for 1 week to dry so the kitchen waste could start decomposing while keeping the soil fresh and pest-free. After a week, when the soil was completely dry, I added rich compost. Compost is full of nutrients and beneficial microbes that improve soil fertility, help plants grow stronger, and keep the soil healthy for longer. I mixed it well into the soil so the nutrients spread evenly, making it perfect for planting sponge gourd. After mixing the compost into the soil, I watered it thoroughly. This helps settle the soil, activates the nutrients in the compost, and creates the perfect moisture level before planting the sponge gourd plants. These sponge gourd seedlings are 10 days old, and now it's the perfect time to transplant them into the containers. Check the link in the description for detailed seedling care. I prefer using a spoon to dig planting holes because it's quick, easy, and just the right size for the job. Gently remove seedlings from the nursery pot, taking care not to damage the roots. Planted at a 45-degree angle, the young seedlings can develop extra roots along the buried stem, making them stronger and giving them a healthy head start. Press the soil gently around the base to keep the plant standing upright. Give the leaves a gentle spray to wash off any dust or soil, and now your sponge gourd seedlings are all set to grow strong and healthy. After 15 days, the sponge gourd seedlings have grown stronger, and the vines are starting to stretch. Now it's time to set up a trellis, giving the sponge gourd vines the support they need to climb, stay healthy, and produce bigger, better harvests. Building a trellis with wire and shaping it like a net can be hard work, but it's worth it to give the sponge gourd vines strong support for healthy growth. Use bamboo stakes to support the sponge gourd vines as they climb, providing a natural and sturdy structure for healthy growth. Use strips of plastic shopping bags to gently tie and train the sponge gourd vines, guiding them to grow vertically along the trellis strings. Prune the lower leaves near the ground to improve airflow around the plant and reduce the risk of pests and diseases. Phase 1. Feed the sponge gourd plants with compost to provide essential nutrients and encourage strong, healthy growth. Covering the soil with straw helps retain moisture, prevents it from drying out, and keeps it cool for healthy root growth. I prepared a nutrient solution by mixing 20 milliliters of organic urea fertilizer with 10 liters of water to nourish the sponge gourd plants. Nitrogen is essential for healthy, green leaves and strong, sturdy stems. Check the description for more details. Make sure to mix the liquid fertilizer thoroughly before using it to ensure the nutrients are evenly distributed. Remember to apply this liquid fertilizer once a week to boost growth and keep your sponge gourd plants healthy. After 25 days, the sponge gourd vines have grown longer and are starting to climb the trellis. Prune the top of the main stem to encourage the plant to grow more branches, which increases the chances of producing more fruits. Phase 2. Continue using the same fertilizer as in Phase 1 to support ongoing growth and fruit development. Remember to apply compost every 10 days and feed the plants with liquid fertilizer once a week to keep them healthy and productive. After 35 days, the sponge gourd vines are growing vigorously and flowers are starting to appear. Phase 3. Continue feeding the sponge gourd plants with the same compost used in Phase 1 to maintain soil fertility and support healthy growth. From this stage onward, I use a mix of urea, which is nitrogen, and potassium fertilizer. I always shake it well before applying to make sure it's evenly mixed. I use 20 milliliters of both urea and potassium fertilizer, diluted in 10 liters of water. Liquid urea, which supplies nitrogen, promotes healthy leafy growth and can increase crop yield. Potassium fertilizer strengthens the roots, improves fruit and flower quality, helps the plants resist diseases, and makes them use water more efficiently. Check the link in the description for more details. Remember, from this stage onward, apply both urea and potassium liquid fertilizer once a week to boost healthy growth and strengthen the plants. After 40 days, the sponge gourd plants start producing flowers, with both male and female flowers beginning to bloom. To help the plants produce more fruits, hand pollinate the female flowers by carefully transferring pollen from the male flowers. This ensures better fruit set and healthier, more uniform sponge gourds. Continue pruning the lower leaves and branches to improve airflow around the plants, which helps keep pests and diseases away. After 47 days, the sponge gourd fruits have started to grow longer and are developing nicely on the vines. After 50 days, the sponge gourd is ready for its first harvest, with healthy, fully grown fruits on the vines. Look at this sponge gourd. Wow, it's so long. Just look at how straight and healthy it has grown. It's ready for harvest. Can you guess how long it is? Wow, it's 80 centimeters long. Now let's slice it open and take a look inside this amazing sponge gourd. See how fresh and healthy it is. Now it's time to enjoy the very first harvest, fresh, healthy, and straight from the garden. Phase 4. Continue applying compost regularly and feed the sponge gourd plants with liquid urea and potassium fertilizer weekly to keep them healthy and productive. After 63 days, the sponge gourd plants continue to produce more fruits, keeping your harvest steady and abundant. Look at this. The sponge gourds are even longer and bigger than the first harvest. Truly impressive. Now, let's cut open the whole sponge gourd and take a look at the inside. Let's enjoy the second harvest together. Fresh, healthy, and straight from the garden. Can you guess how long this one is? Wow, it's 1.1 meters long. Can you believe that? Phase 5. Continue using the same fertilizer as in Phase 4, and enjoy even more bountiful harvests from your sponge gourd plants. After 79 days, the sponge gourd plants are still producing more fruits. This time, I'll keep 3 of them and let them fully ripen, because I want to harvest both the sponge inside and the seeds from these gourds. Let's enjoy the third harvest together. After 90 days, the plants continue producing more and more fruits. The 3 sponge gourds we kept are starting to turn a bit yellow, a clear sign they are ripening. This marks the 4th harvest. After 100 days, the sponge gourd plants are still producing more fruits. The 3 gourds we kept have turned fully yellow and brown, which means they are ripe and ready for harvesting the sponge inside. This is the 5th harvest and also the final one, since I need to free up space to grow other plants. By following these steps, you can successfully grow and harvest multiple times from sponge gourd plants in containers. Happy gardening! Let's take a look inside the sponge gourd and see the sponge inside. This is what I've been waiting for. The sponge looks fantastic, and we can use it to clean plates, spoons, brush our body, and much more. Wow, just look at these seeds. We can save them and grow a whole new generation of sponge gourds. How amazing is that? Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll reuse this soil to grow another crop and continue our gardening journey. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.